It's 49 degrees out. You know what that means? We're not in Florida anymore. Alright, so I came to Atlanta here for 4 days to visit family. So right down the street, not even a mile away, is a Goodwill. So I'm going to hit that today. Be a quick one, my wife's coming. And then I'm going to go to another thrift tomorrow and probably back to this Goodwill for a third time. So I'll combine it all together and we'll see how it goes. So I went right to the shoes section first, and right away I saw these sitting there. And I noticed that Danish flag. Leather boots, the brand is Duck Feet. I comped these right away because I never heard of them. $150 range. Let me show you the comps. Let's take a look at some sold comps for this brand. Now there's a lot of different models, but the one I just found is in there. There it is right there for a sale of $170. And if you look at their other ones, they're all selling in the 150, 170s, 190s. Some are less, but obviously this is a new brand to look out for. For me, if you don't know about it, look for Duck Feet. And they're marked $6.99. All shoes half off. Major score 30 seconds into the store. I've also pulled 2 pairs of Lululemons, a pair of Johnston & Murphy's, very good condition, and a Master shirt. So doing good. Alright, let's go through what I picked up real quick. I got this unique, it's a short sleeve collared button down shirt. Got like all Master tags all over it. Master's Golf, got the little Master embroidery on the chest. What the comps are, this was $6, so I'm thinking in the 30s for sure. And then one thing I always look for, I got 2 pairs of Lululemon. This one has the white logo. Sometimes you gotta be careful, they have the black logo and you could easily miss it. But I'm at the point now where I actually can go by feel and sight, and I'm pretty good at finding them. $6 each, and I don't know what they're gonna go for. I might just give them to my nieces. Okay, I grabbed this pair of Johnston & Murphy. They're like slip-on with the tassels. $5.99. All their shoes were half off today, which is unbelievable. I never find good shoes at my Goodwill. Very rarely. Doesn't happen. These would have been 15 to 20 bucks at my Goodwill. As I was going up to the register, I saw hanging on the end cap this Invicta Watches baseball hat. Got the embroidery on the back, and their hats are $1.99. And I looked up the comp real quick, even though I was going to buy it regardless, and it sells for about 20 bucks. And the best find were these Duck Feet boots. As soon as we walked in the front door, right to the left is the shoe section. And as I was approaching it, I saw these. They were standing out. I could tell they were quality, good color, nice leather, and I saw that Danish flag on them. So that caught my eye. I looked inside. It says Duck Feet is the brand, and never heard of it. I looked it up, and it's amazing. These are marked $6.99, half off, $3.50 into potentially $170. Duck Feet, new brand, new bolo. Today's haul: 2 Lululemon, 2 pairs of shoes, a Master shirt, and a hat. Spent $28, potentially $200 plus easily. Alright, that's up for today. We just hit the Goodwill down the street. Spent about 30-45 minutes in there and got some really good things. So we'll continue tomorrow, hit the other store. Look at the prices for this place. Alright, we're at the next spot. It's Monday. We're going to go in and see what they got going on here. Everything in the store is $1.50, and it's a pretty big store, so hopefully we'll find some good stuff. How weird is it that they make bags out of their books? So instead of just buying one book that you want, you got to buy a whole bag. Right, babe? Isn't that weird? Huh. These aisles are long. Miles of shoes, 3 rows. Gotta look through the junk to find the good. See if we can find some good electronics or something. Never know. Anything? No good. Easy. How we doing, baby? Find anything?
Terrible.
Look at the size of these aisles. I'm looking for basically like some good Levi's, Adriano Goldschmieds, some NYDJ, not your daughter jeans. I don't think I'm gonna find any AGs here though, but you never know. The size of this place is overwhelming. Look at the length of this aisle. It would take hours to go through everything. And down there's my helper. Find anything? So you got these huge bins of hats. My wife's digging through it right now. I found 2 so far. Vintage American Needle Miami Hurricanes hat. And a Bentley hat. Alright, so that was a quick trip. That store was so big that you got to spend hours just to go by piece by piece by piece looking for the good stuff. And I kind of eyeballed, we went through the jeans real quick. So I got a few hats. The hats and belts were buy one get one free. So I got 3 hats and a belt. And everything was $1.75 today. Or $1.50, I don't remember what it was. Whatever that sign said. And I got a belt, 3 hats, and a camera bag. They came out to like 4 change. So let me show you. Got this Canon camera bag, nothing special. I saw a comp for like 20 bucks. With the belts, like I've said before in other videos, I always look like for Western or embossed style or anything. This has like a stitching. It's actually threaded. Pretty decent, something different. It's a Lucky brand, real leather, nice stitched pattern on it. So maybe like 15 bucks, 12 bucks. Alright, then I got 3 hats. This one, Bentley of Atlanta. That could be a $15, $20 hat. Got this Miami Hurricanes fitted. It's got the embroidery on the back as well. And it's an American Needle brand. Made in USA. It's kind of yellowed inside, so I'll give it a good wash. 20, 30 bucks on good vintage hats. And then I grabbed this one. It's almost like a black denim. John Deere, but it's more towards a business. Bartlett Farm and Lawn. Really dirty. Trucker style. The mesh back. So I don't know if it's going to be worth much, but it could be. There's no tag in it, but inside the back of the snapback, it does say made in USA. So we'll have to see. I know some of these can be a lot, some of them could be nothing. So I got to give it a good wash. It's pretty dirty. But for like I said, buy one get one free on the hats and belts. Alright, so I'm back home from Atlanta. Had a good trip, visited with family. Got to do a little thrifting. Didn't get a lot of things. You saw everything I picked up. But every time I go, my mom always wants to give me stuff. Here, she breaks out old things from the closet that she's kept. And she gave me 2 things that are really cool I got to show you. This one, it's a huge knife in a leather sheath. And this was my grandfather's during the war. He was stationed in the Philippines. 1942. And he got this from then. It's handmade, I guess, by the locals. It's engraved Philippines. With like some kind of like palm tree, and maybe there's like a leopard from the jungle or whatnot. It's not high quality, but it's solid. But I think it's really cool. So I'm not going to sell it. I'm going to keep this. That was my grandfather's. And then this item, this is really cool. Now, I've never sold stuff like this. I know a lot of pictures, like old time black and white pictures sell. And this is my great grandmother and grandfather's wedding picture from Italy. 1904. Look at this thing. It's a pretty big picture. Let me try to get it where you don't get reflection. It almost looks like pencil drawing. It's so primitive black and white. That thing is just really cool. He got that Wyatt Earp mustache going on. But this is from Italy, 1904, she said approximately. That was my great-grandmother, my great-grandfather. I never met him, but her, she was a nasty one. She spoke no English, and when I was a kid in New York, so we lived in an apartment house that had 5 apartments. So it was me, my mom, and dad. Then the other one was my grandmother. The other one was my great aunt and this woman. Then the other one was my great aunt and uncle, and another one. And this woman spoke no English, and I used to play baseball all the time in the backyard. And we lived next to a restaurant. And it was a big wall, so I would always throw the ball against the wall. And my ball would always go into her tomato garden. So she would just yell at me in Italian all the time. Very nasty. And one day, I don't even remember it. My mother and father told me that. One day she was yelling at me, and I had a little dog. And I said, get her, sick her. And the dog went after her, grabbed her dress, ripped her dress. So, I guess that was a little payback for always yelling at me. But I just think this was a really cool picture. I mean, I don't know what these kind of pictures go for. I know people do sell black and whites, and that's really great. But I don't want to sell that. Maybe someday. I just wanted to share that. I thought it was really cool. So anyway, that was my trip to Atlanta. Good stuff. Those shoes are a home run. Probably $150 easy. And then that John Deere hat, we're going to see what happens with that. It's like a black denim one. And it's a dealer one. It might be alright. But definitely made money. But the trip was visit family. So I appreciate you watching. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.